Mother Nature has a special gift. Being capable of creating deadly forces in yet the most dramatic and even beautiful displays of power that man has ever seen on Earth. From a simple blue sky with a shining sun, to a roaring hellscape that can leave destruction and death in its wake. Since the beginning, man has attempted to find ways of understanding and taming these forces. Levees protect cities from lethal hurricane-driven floods, yet whole nations can rock to their foundations in seconds. Some of these events have been studied by many across the world for centuries.
Digesting millions of bits of weather information from all over the hemisphere, the computer calculates a prediction.
Attempting to unlock the mystery of each and every element can allow them to better understand and prepare for when they may strike in the future. One such event is among the hardest to predict, and seen as one of the most dangerous forces that can spawn from the very sky above us. With winds as fast as 300 miles per hour, reaching the size of over 2.5 miles wide, and tearing across the land at over 80 miles per hour, tornadoes have become the subject of near obsession for those trying to answer the question of just why they form. The basics of how a tornado forms is well known. A clash between warm moist air and cool dry air in the atmosphere creates massive supercell thunderstorms, towering up to 70,000 feet into the stratosphere. Internal winds feeding into the storm rotate around a center axis, before changing conditions of the updrafts and downdrafts begin to tilt this column of air vertically, causing the storm to create rotation. From afar, a storm can give the illusion of being alive. Towards the back of the supercell where the rotation is the strongest, a final ingredient is needed to complete the formula to allow the birth of a monster. We know of the elements that are needed for the storms to be born and how they die, but with only 1 out of every 10 supercells produced, tornadoes are some of the hardest beasts for researchers to study.
I'd say the primary scientific objective of our experiment is to try to understand what causes tornadoes to form below supercell storms.
Spending decades of their lives to figure out just why the small fraction produce tornadoes and others don't. In the heart of Tornado Alley, every spring, hundreds to thousands converge upon the Midwest to try to answer this question. Each year, scientists, thrill seekers, and filmmakers invade the central plains of the United States on the hunt for the ultimate storm. The desire to get closer and closer to the storm has been what many have attempted to do, pushing themselves and technology to the absolute limit. Sometimes too far.
Everybody jump, go. Just get by if you can. Go if you can. Everybody jump down. Everybody jump down.
Getting into the eye of the storm has been the name of the game for many. Either it be by determination to place scientific equipment in the path, or by roll of the dice. Timing and positioning has always been the arch enemy to many chasers, where being at the wrong place at the wrong time could mean either a bus stay or their last day. Some chasers have figured out ways to better their chances at getting the results they need from inside the storm, purposefully positioning themselves in the damage path and waiting for Mother Nature to come to them.
Get right up in there and we're gonna deploy, okay? Get right up in there!
It's right on top of us! It's here! It's here!
We're in it right now. Hey, now drop down! Stop! We're in! Drop it down! Drop it down!
The idea of using mobile tornado probes had been something many had imagined before. Weighing nearly double your typical automobile and covered with a thick skin of armor plating,
Meet Dorothy. 10,000 pounds of storm-chasing might.
for over 30 years, filmmakers and scientists have slowly revealed to the world the concept of the Tornado Intercept vehicle.
And the mission of this vehicle is to capture data extremely close to tornadoes that no one can really capture without the added protection that we have.
Well, I've been storm chasing for the last 8 years and doing an IMAX film on tornadoes. So I created this TIV, this Tornado Intercept vehicle, to get footage of tornadoes.
Like the windows, damage to the body, things like that, and it was time to do something different that could withstand the abuse that we were going to put it through.
In this series, we'll go into the heart of the wrath of God, with people who have dreamed of their ultimate goals, created the means to achieve them, and survived and lived to chase another day.